everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, coming at you with the weekly recap. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's been enjoying their time as we come to another week closing and some new stuff. Today is actually officially March 15th, 2025, and today is the official release of Ka'ai's new album. All right, make sure you go and you pick that up, man. Pick that new album up. It's in Fomorian Productions. I think he's going to be putting some out on his Bandcamp, if I'm not mistaken. Can't wait to get my copy in my hands. Me and Scar are going to pump that shit hard. All right? And to my brother Paul, again, congratulations. And for you, brother, cool. Man, I'm trying to pronounce this right. I don't want to fuck it up. I know it's going to sound crazy. Kunani. I hope I'm saying this somewhat right. I was trying to hook it up. Only Paul will know what that means. Whatever works. Kai Kanani. I tried pronouncing it. I think I'm screwing it up, but I had it right not too long ago, but I try my best, brother. I tried. All right, let's get to some news, man. All right. We got over here Iron Maiden news. You know, Steve Harris, doing the 50th anniversary of the tour. And I guess he's doing some interviews, and the interview, a question came up about during their time with Blaze Bayley. It said Blaze Bayley was commonly known as the vocalist for Maiden during the X Factor and Virtual 11 records. Steve Harris had nothing but glowing things to say about those records, telling Classic Rock that honestly, I thought some of those songs on those albums were among the best I've ever written. Those songs were quite dark, probably because of where I was at a mental time without, realizing it. And then, the question must have came up about, the time with Bruce coming back. It's after the release of those two records, the possibility of both Dickinson and Smith being reinstated into the group started to loom in '99, and Blaze Bayley's time with Maiden had decidedly come to an end. And Harris wasn't entirely comfortable with the conversation, rightfully so. I mean, hey, it's never easy, It just is what it is, man. It's that happens to a lot of bands. Original members tend to, they find a common ground again. They want to come back, and there's a better connection with the original members. So, look, I know I wasn't really a fan of those Blaze Bayley albums. Frank Lasco was, but it is what it is, and hopefully things will work out, and Blaze Bayley, I think he's in a better place. He's doing his own thing, and we'll go from there. All right, now we got Glenn Danzig talking about maybe doing some new Misfits. According to the man himself in an interview with 98 Rock Radio, that's a possibility. Danzig said he'd be down for maybe a new Misfits song or two, which would be cool. But certainly not a full-length album, and maybe the same for new Danzig too. Yeah, I know. I'm a little confused as well. Yeah, because basically he was riffing about the whole thing about fans going and filming and download. He was, doing that old man rant. So I'm kind of bugged out with the fact that he even wants to do any recordings. But, hey, the man's already hitting 70, so maybe things are starting to kick in a different way for him. All right, and Megadeth. All right, Megadeth news. Megadeth has left Universal Records, their old label home, when they released 3 albums, Super Collider, Dystopia, and The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead. Megadeth has now signed with Frontier's label group, imprint label Black for their upcoming record. Megadeth joins Biohazard and Sick and Beautiful on the label. Hey, nothing wrong, man. Universal, I get, it's a big label. For them to go off from that, I guess, maybe they wanted more control with their stuff, and who knows. But, Megadeth is going to be okay. Wherever they go, they could go sign with freaking Nuclear Blast. I'm sure they'll be okay. It doesn't matter. Megadeth is Megadeth. Dave Mustaine is still going to do his thing, and I'm sure everything's going to be all right with that. All right. Then we got some disturbing news. You never want to hear stuff like this. Zulu's Anaya Rashid Muhammad accused of abuse by his former partner. Basically, from what I was reading over here, he's coming under fire from a previous partner named Simpson. Alleges Muhammad abused her as well as several other musicians and even people from his mosque, which is the antithesis of the band's feminist, revolutionary, politically driven message is all about in the first fucking place. Simpson's allegations include him kicking, punching, and choking her on several occasions, as well as harassment from some of the other members of the band, as well as others in Muhammad's life. Wow, it's really fucked up, man. You don't want to hear shit like that, but, you know, look, man, shit is blown out there now. We got to see what the hell's going to happen with this group now, man. And over here, last but not least, some sad news. Crypta splits with guitarist Jessica D. Fauci. Um, she's been in the band since 2022. Crypta and Fauci both know that the split was amicable, and I guess it was a mutual thing. Something that she wanted. And they wrote that. They're at peace with it, and there shouldn't be any issues. I guess they just gonna go their separate ways and try to see what they could go from there. They said, I would like to thank Crypta for trusting in my work and for inviting me to be part of this story. So there's some love there. All right. That's all right now, man.